Hello. Welcome to this new video. This time we're going to do scanning, but we're going to be scanning publicly available AWS S3 buckets. As you know, most companies have a cloud presence. Either they have it now or they're going to end up having it in the future because on-prem is a thing of the past. They may have hybrid, but everything is moving to the cloud. So there is a lot of cloud configurations out there. However, there's a big problem. Sometimes companies don't implement the proper security controls to protect those S3 buckets. And if you don't know what an S3 bucket is, it's just an storage solution in an AWS, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to use a tool that is going to scan publicly available S3 buckets. And if it has access to it, it's going to log in with no access, of course, publicly available, and then it's gonna download the information. You'll be surprised how many misconfigurations there are right now in live corporate environments where they have an S3 buckets with information that shouldn't be um, public. And what we have here, we're gonna have our computer. In this case, it's gonna be our computer. We're gonna be right here. We're gonna execute the Python script, and the Python script is going to use a word list that we are going to provide. So for this, you do have to provide a word list that is going to have the terms that the Python script is going to use as it searches for S3 buckets. It's going to go through the list, and then if it finds anything, it's going to be able to, if we want to, download that information to our computer, and then we're going to be able to look at that information. So what we're doing here pretty much is doing, like hunting, right? Or fishing. Like obviously when you have a target, you're going to be more specific into what you're looking for, but the fact that you know your target computer like attackers do, it doesn't necessarily mean that they know the bucket's name. But with a little bit of social engineering, they can come close to it. So I'm going to be running the command from my Ubuntu computer. So let me log in. And what I'm going to be showing you the first in this section is just how to install it. The installation is pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. If you want, you can, like skip this section if you already have it installed. If not, just pay attention to it. I'm going to leave all the commands in the description of the video so you can follow along when you have time. So the first thing we're going to do is install the system dependencies. You may not need them, perhaps, if you have them installed on your computer. But I'm just going to go with that because this is a fresh installation, I believe, that I have of Ubuntu. So I may not have any of these dependencies. Okay, so that took a few seconds, and now we're going to clone the tool. As you can see here, we're going to get that from GitHub, and this is the repo and the name of the tool. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. It's already done. And now we're going to create a virtual environment for this because we don't want to be dealing with dependencies issues every time that there's an update or something changes the version. It's going to be a nightmare. So we are creating a virtual environment for this. And lastly, at least for now, we are going to activate the virtual environment that we just created. And as you can see, we are right there. The next thing we're going to do is that we're going to install the requirements, right? And depending on the version of Ubuntu that you're doing, you may or you may not have some type of issues when it comes to the requirements. It may be that you have to downgrade to an older version if it gives you an error. But in this case, it did not give us an error message. So it seems to me that we're good to go. And the next step, as I mentioned to you, we are going to create a word list, which is a list with words, terms that we want this utility to use to scan the AWS infrastructure for buckets with that name. So we're going to be using Nano for this. And you can pretty much download this from the web if you want to. There are many word lists for AWS Bucket Dump. But the problem with that when you use one of those large lists is that it's gonna be too broad, right? Like if you're just like fishing and casting your nets and see what happens, you can do that, but you have to be a little bit more specific, otherwise it's gonna take forever. So we're gonna create a couple of terms in here. We're gonna create stage, for instance, and whatever terms you would like to use for that list. So this is a quick example of that. I'm just gonna save it. And once we have that saved, we are almost ready, or we're ready, I would say, at this point to execute the command. And now we have the command. It is a Python script, so we're going to start with Python. As you know, this is the name of the script. AWS bucket.dump.py. This is the list minus L, and this is the name of the list we just created, as you can see here. And then we're going with the keyword, meaning that we're going to be grepping the results and sending the keywords to this file. And just the icing on the cake, we're going to be downloading this. So let's hit enter. And that's going to do its magic. So here's one, our command. Let's see what happens when we hit enter. And it's doing its magic, and it did a couple of things, right? We have one bucket that is not accessible, that's secrets. Who knows who owns that? But we got the rest. And as you can see, once the command runs successfully, you're going to be able to go into the system and see the downloaded files, if anything was downloaded. So don't think that if something runs successfully, it means that you automatically are going to find information, like secret information. It's not like that. When it comes to hacking, it's never that easy. That's only in the movies. You need to do a lot of research and a lot of tweaking to make things work, at least for the most part. So as you could see, it created a flows.cloud s3.amazon.com because our target list was small. I didn't have that many targets in the target list. If I do cat target, these are just the terms that I'm using, but you can become creative and you can do some type of social engineering and see what your target may be using for S3 buckets, because once they have a naming scheme, a naming convention that they use, most likely companies are going to stick to that same naming convention. So it's going to give you an idea. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you this because we've been concentrating a lot on scanning and running all these different tools in the internal network, which is fine. But things are mostly in the cloud now. So attackers are attacking the cloud. And this is just one of the many examples that you can use to do reconnaissance to in the cloud for S3 buckets in this case, right? And that's just an example. So if you made it this far and you found this information useful, all I ask you to do is to click on the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll talk to you on the next video.